Pokey.
We must be close now, Gumby. Did you remember the treasure map?
Yep, got it right here, Pokey. Coming from the glen, turn left at the river, and the treasure is buried under the third tree.
There it is.
Let's start digging then, Pokey.
That's the spot, Gumby.
Help! Stop it. Hey, you down there. Stop it, I say. Put down my tree this instant. Oh, my word. Who ever gave you permission to tear up my tree like that?
Nobody, sir. Mr. Owl.
We were just looking for buried treasure.
Oh, my. What is this forest coming to? Buried treasure, indeed. Young man, what you need is a good fable.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Gumby, what's a fable?
Why, I'm surprised at you, horse. A fable is a story with a lesson. Now, let's see. I think the fable about the beavers would do well in this case. Once upon a time, there were 3 young beavers who decided to build a dam on the river. It was Ben Beaver's plan, so he was head engineer. But his cousins, Flory and Zeb, were just as responsible. Now, if I asked Ben once, I asked him 100 times, did your father and the other animals downstream give you permission? For after all, many animals depend on the river, you know.
Oh, Mr. Owl, don't be a fuddy-duddy. I'm a beaver, and I know how to do this sort of thing. All right, men. Get that log in place. Make sure it's tight. Good, good.
Site C has been disappointing. The banks are not stable. The government have warned that the base below the dam is shale and may not be stable as well.
Yes, sir.
The province says it's planning to spend $6.5 billion.
The project also comes with a hefty price tag, $10.7 billion.
The price tag has ballooned from about $12.7 billion to $16 billion.
But I have the best solution we can come up with in the time I have as Premier to make sure we're doing the least amount of damage to BC Hydro, to the people of British Columbia. And
I think that they had a difficult decision to make, and they've made the wrong decision because I don't think they have the courage to make the right decision.
It's flooding a low elevation northern river valley with Class 1 farmland. Some terrible impacts to First Nations traditional land use. It goes on and on, kicking landowners off their land and many rare and endangered species.
The environment is our biggest concern. The flooding of, I think it's close to 6,500 hectares or acres of land, and that has a huge impact. That land will now be flooded.
These soils are completely unique. They are in an east-west running valley with a Class 1 climate. They are alluvial soils. These were undervalued by the BC Hydro process. British Columbia is 57% deficient in the fruits and vegetables that we consume here, that we could produce here. The ability of these lands to produce vegetables and horticulture for British Columbia, they have the capacity to produce enough nutrition for 1 million people a year. This is a dramatically important area for agriculture.
He has historically been opposed to Site C. We continue to be opposed. We don't believe we need the power at this time. If this environmental assessment can demonstrate that there is a minimal environmental impact.
It's just stupid, really.
Things didn't turn out as the Beavers expected. The dam broke and caused a terrible flood in the forest.
Wow!
Any other animals suffered because of it. But Ben didn't realize this and went ahead and built another dam. Then, just as he finished it...
Benjamin Beaver.
Yes, Pop.
Goodness, I've been looking all over for you. And what's that down there in the river?
It's a dam, Father. Florrie and Zeb and I built it.
You have no right putting up a dam here. What about the other animals? Now tear it down and clean up the mess. And get home by supper time, or there'll be a spanking for all three of you.
Yes, sir. Those young beavers had quite a bit to learn about first asking other people's permission. They were just a little eager, I guess. Eager. Eager beavers, you might say.
Gosh, Mr. Owl, that was a good story.
We have a right to say no. They have no right to listen to industry and being ordered in to treat our people the way they did.
Where Ken and I live is my grandfather's place. So Ken and I are third generation on this property. This project means the end of everything that we have here.
From the very beginning of this whole process, we stated that we weren't opposed to the creation of the energy. What we're opposed to is the destruction of the valley.
I would hate to have to tell my children in the future why we lost what we lost.
I have to believe that the dam is stoppable.
We have to get away from this 1960s mentality of building large hydroelectric dams. All you have to do is look around the world. They've come to their senses, they're tearing them out. And so why would we be building more dams?
It's just stupid, really.
Like my grandpa said, I'll continue fighting until the water's up to my knees.
Sustainable, low-cost power. Previous generations ensured that our generation could benefit from those investments. And today, we are ensuring that future generations will also benefit from similar foresight and similar investments.
Site C is being built for the future energy needs of the province of British Columbia and potential industrial development, so forestry, mining, natural gas and liquid natural gas activities.